about?
Yeah, scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level. That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
And they double up MP. The shot's good on the assist from Michael Luan.
Focused finish by young MP. He's such a cool customer.
And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Using his unpredictability to his own advantage, a tough cover for any defense. And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh, yeah, the bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. It certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
That one goes in for him, too. He's making it look easy. Now 4 for 4.
This is why MP is so good. Finding himself a high percentage bucket and staying active in the paint.
Patrick Wells misses another.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy, it's been lacking. Try something different, if you ask me.
And the Wolfpack with possession. 6-point game. Stoffer misses. Here's MP. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 of 6 to start the game.
Tremendous touch by MP. His skill is a big reason he's such a highly touted prospect.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much. They're off to a scorching start offensively.
They've taken this game by the reins and are running out to an early lead.
That shot wide open.
This has been the core focus of Wells' game offensively. He's just so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Here's MP. Yes, once again, he's an excellent 7 for 8 on the night. MP has been something else this first half, well on his way to a huge game. Robinson, Zadirko covering. Robinson's shot is off.
You need a better look than that, Jay.
You're going to take the occasional bad shot. It does happen, but make sure you learn from it. Don't do it again. And you look at the Dynasty, MP has led the charge all season long. He's been a huge factor for them.
Without a doubt, he has rejuvenated the team this season. A standout for the Dynasty as soon as he joined.
And that's a high basketball IQ play from Wells. You don't see him give it up very much, but a good pass to the open man there.
And that one's good from MP.
He's looked very comfortable all game, and he's made the most of his chances.
The Wolfpack trailing here. Passes to Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stoffer.
Wells is just an active scorer all over the court. If you give him the mid-range jumper, he'll take that.
It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the game. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Now here's Stoffer. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Patrick Wells on the wing. MP grabs the miss. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Now here's Stauffer. Wells outside. Drills it from deep.
A known entity, Patrick Wells has been capable of catch and shooting many teams right out of the gym.
And here's MP on the outside. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Zach Timmerman on the wing. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Substitution for the Dynasty. Ricky
Dynasty call time here.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Brett Hawkins. MP. Substitution for the...
And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass over to Robinson. Stauffer. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Eric Dillard. MP with the rock. Guarded by Wells. And here's MP on the outside. Wells with it. Dillard covering. Shot no good for Stauffer. Now MP. The shot's good. Dillard making the play there. It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching. Lets it go from 11. Wells gets it to go. Wells is cooking this first half. Great scoring output from him. MP right side. Knocks it again, the Dynasty.
Well, with MP as he's looking forward, tonight is key for his development. His coaches want him to be a bit more selfish and dominate with the scoring.
And Patrick Wells outside. Another miss by Wells. The Dynasty leading. To the inside. MP. Stauffer grabs the board. Wells outside. MP with the steal. Here's Dillard. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for the three-point play.
I mean, look, at times Dillard lacks commitment and discipline. But clearly, that was not the case here.
How the fuck do you miss that?
Here's Stauffer. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's going to go on Michael Luan. First free throw is good.
Michael Stauffer taking 2 shots.
And he gets both of them. Here's MP. And he's got 28 in this one. And the shot falls. And so that's the end of the first half. Dynasty out front. They're up by 10. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Take a 10-minute break as we'll get the second.
The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And now the Dynasty with it. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one. Stauffer loves to play chess, and right there, he made the right move to capitalize on a defensive lapse.
Check. A rare three-pointer from him.
And in just a blink, they answer back with a three of their own.
Mano a mano. It's partly a matter of pride right now.
Wells, no good. Now here's Luan. Timmerman defending. Here's MP. Sweet little floater.
Silky smooth. Can't do it much better.
Here's Wells. 19 points in this one. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a three-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
And he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Wells, shot's good.
You know what? Good decision there by Wells. He thought he had a look and decided to pull up.
From the high post. And it's MP missing. And the Wolfpack have possession. Trailing by 13. Another miss by Wells. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation.
Wolfpack ball.
Stauffer with the ball. Hawkins picks him up. Back to Stauffer. Timmerman. And a miss there on the triple.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Having home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Too open that time, made it look easy.
I mean, Wells has no shortage of confidence. And after a good night like tonight, it's going to help blow it up even more.
From deep three-point range. And it's Timmerman with the board. Swings it to Stauffer. Robinson with it. Timmerman. Robinson sets the screen. Clock at 6. Michael Stauffer on the wing. MP with the block. Hawkins with it. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And the ball out of play. The Wolfpack will have it. And the Wolfpack making a change here. Dynasty call time here.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout on the court.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for. Ooh, the speed. MP showing that quickness off the drive.
Here's Carter. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. At one point, leading by as much as 16. Here's MP. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman. And the Wolfpack with possession. It's a 13-point ball game. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for him.
He's capable of hitting this shot. Just not that time.
To the paint. And it's Timmerman with the board. Now it's Carter outside. Cordova. And here's Zach Timmerman outside. MP on the left side. And it's good for 2. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Drains the triple.
MP bringing the guts from deep.
You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
They've built on a very nice lead.
And no signs of slowing down either, as far as I can tell.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
What a beauty. Good to see MP cashing it in from deep. The scouts want to see that he has that kind of outside range.
Yes, it's good.
Attacking right at the rim and finding very little resistance.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Carter. Another shot. Great D that time from MP. Fires high post. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
Well, offensively, they've been nearly impossible to wrangle.
Yeah, they've had an answer for everything the defense has thrown their way.
Now a timeout called by Wolfpack.
For the Dynasty, Dave Zadirko, Eric Fisher, Michael Luan. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Wells outside. The 3. A rebound by Luan. MP defended by Stauffer. Basket. Good.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season.
Totally in the zone. Wells saw that shot and he knew it was his for the taking.
From deep, it's MP. No good that time. And the Wolfpack have possession. Trailing by 19. Wells, no good. Here's the Dynasty. MP high post. Wells on him.
He's made up for his lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort, and he's done some serious work on the boards.
Robinson sets the screen. Back to Timmerman. Pass over to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stauffer. Rejected by Eric Fisher.
Eric Fisher really helps out his team defensively. He's got the size, and so they kind of expect him to do it, but that doesn't mean it's not impressive when he does.
And here's MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. Drops it in from long range.
And that's the confidence that people love about MP. A complete lack of hesitation. That's an assertive play by the young man.
Pass over to Robinson. Wells. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. Here's MP. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
At the line for the Dynasty.
And the free throw, no good.
A great part of MP's approach is that even with all the scouting attention, he hasn't shied away from drawing contact or being physical, and he continues to focus on doing the work week in, week out.
Now here's MP. From downtown, the three-pointer goes.
This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
And Wells gets it to go. No doubt about it. Wells has been lights out with his scoring here tonight, hitting the 30-point mark. From deep, it's MP. Stauffer grabs the board. And the Wolfpack have possession. Passes to Wells. Off target from outside. They're making this a runaway.
At this point, the only question is just how big the lead will eventually become.
From deep, it's MP. Rebounded by James. The three. Wells, no good. Now MP. 4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The teardrop falls in.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Wells outside. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss. James. Pass over to Robinson. And it's stolen by MP. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season.
We hope to see you again soon for the next Dynasty basketball game.
Look out there, MP. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
The wait is finally over. Opening night is... Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of an... And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which...
Check in for the Pelicans. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
So for Chicago right now, we've got White. Jalen Smith is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic. And it's MP in at the point.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
Collins checked in for the Bulls. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. The Pelicans making a switch here. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. In third, the Pelicans.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you gotta love the vision Jones brings.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Unloads. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the tables.
Pelicans trail by 4. Now Hawkins still scoreless. And it's Alvarado missing. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Collins kicks to White for 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
The offensive rebound. Jones finds Olynyk. Hawkins. And it's off from 3-point range. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago up 7. It's the NBA on 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Josh Giddey is out there with MP. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then there's Patrick Williams. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Chicago leading by 9. Huerter finds Giddey. Pass to MP. 3-pointer on the way. Another miss by MP.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
New Orleans moving the ball around. They shoot again. Right side Jones. Now here's Olynyk. Inside. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Look at Murphy using his reach to grab the offensive rebound and make the most of the second chance look.
Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And now, David Aldridge has an update for us on Zion Williamson. David, what's the news?
Hey, guys. I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Injuries never come at a good time, but somehow it seems even more frustrating. It may happen this early. Tough break for sure. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Pass to Jones. Lets the three fly, and the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Alvarado.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Back to Alvarado. Good, nice job down low. Alvarado's got 9.
Yeah, and it seems like he's getting more comfortable with each bucket.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
The Bulls leading by 8. To the inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
For New Orleans, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Some changes for New Orleans. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Zion Williamson. Trey Murphy comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jose Alvarado. The Bulls also changing it up. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Kevin Huerter. Pass to MP. Here's Dosunmu. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. On the wing, Murray. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Murray's ability to hit the 3 makes their offense that much more versatile.
Pass to Vucevic. Buzelis with the ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league. Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Murray. Drops in the layup for 2. Murray's got 5 now.
Yeah, he's just showing off. Murray creating space off the dribble.
Here's MP, and it comes off the front of the rim. Pelicans trail by 9. And a wide open look for McCollum on the 3 off target. Pass to White. MP with it. 4 seconds left. Unable to get that one. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Yeah. 1-2.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. And MP subbed in for Josh Giddey. .132 left in the third quarter. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And for the Bulls, they've got MP. Dosunmu is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's White, and it's Collins in its center. And for the Pelicans, and stolen by Murray. And it's MP with the rebound. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
A nice shot by MP.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Smith the pass to MP. Smith dishes to Collins. Basket good. Collins has got his first bucket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's Chicago with a 19. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Chicago right now, they've got Kevin Huerter, Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Jones on the wing. Drills it from outside.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
Chicago leading by 18. Giddey kicks to MP. Fires top of the key. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Alvarado. And Jones has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That one falls.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Dosumu's checked in. Now Alvarado. There's the triple. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And so MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 22 is their biggest lead. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Alvarado. No good from outside. Chicago leading by 19. Giddey the pass to MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think...
Ends up going with the new group. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Chicago.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And that one's good, Boston. And here are the Bulls now. 13-point lead. Jones finds Smith. Here's MP. Another miss by MP. And here's New Orleans now. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know. Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look,
Congrats to MP on his first 20. Congrats to MP on his first 20-point game. I remember the first time I scored 20 in college. An amazing feeling.
To have the ball in my hands.